Happy Liberation Day, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to Morning Reflections. I am your host, the FAT Mantis, and that's right, it is finally Juneteenth. And this is a very important one because of everything that's going on in the world. Now, I first want to apologize for not posting a lot lately. I have finally given in to the darkness and the depression that seems to be affecting everyone, particularly on YouTube, but also around the world. It's just you look at the world, and every morning the news is just making me angrier and angrier, more and more depressed, and I feel like I can't do commentary on anything because it's just so dark. But finally, we have a day where we can be happy, so I apologize for that. But today I'm going to go into what you need to know about Juneteenth. Now, I'm not going to go into the history. I think you all understand, the basic gist of it, but it marks the final liberation of all the holdouts of slavery, that marked up to 2 years after the Civil War. But what I want to go into is how are good ways to celebrate Juneteenth. Now, I'm headed to a barbecue later on, and that's going to be fun, a Juneteenth barbecue. But let's say, you don't know any black people, or you're not in touch with your blackness. You have questions about blackness and what's going on. Well, don't worry. I'm going to put you on because I'm going to give you a list of things that might be fun or entertaining for you to watch, which will also educate. Now, for movies and television shows and stuff like that, I'm not going to have Selma or Malcolm X or Poetic Justice or Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood or any of those things because you already know to watch these. These are going to be the lesser known things that will educate you. And first thing I'm going to hit you off with is rap music. I'm sure you're wondering, you're like, what's with black people and all this rap music? What's with the Jerry curl? Maybe you don't understand that. Well, here's what you need to watch. You need to watch this gem, CB4. Now, this is an early Chris Rock movie. It is most definitely a comedy. It will keep you laughing the entire time. How it's about three young men trying to make it in the rap business and what they have to do in order to be taken seriously in the rap business. I think you'll love it. It's a good time. And sticking with the entertainment theme, my next one is the Hollywood Shuffle. Now, this is about a young black actor who wants to make it in Hollywood. However, he notices that the only parts for blacks are either butlers, slaves, or street thugs. And he's wondering if he can boycott roles like that, but still have a job. It's super entertaining. I would actually say that this movie is on my top 20, not top 10, but I'd say definitely top 20 list of all-time movies. Next, moving into some things that are a little more dramatic. Now, who's watching The Watchmen? You should be watching The Watchmen. Now, originally, I wasn't going to put Watchmen on this list because, everyone knows you need to watch The Watchmen. However, I did realize that nobody watched The Watchmen. So this is what I'm saying. Not only do you need to watch that entire series, but particularly episode 106. That's episode 6 in the series. I believe it is called This Extraordinary Being. It is absolutely remarkable. I can't even begin to tell you what it's about. It will just blow your mind. Check this gem out. Next, we have, American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson. Now, if you watch the entire series, it is clearly about how race relations. The entire O.J. thing was down to race relations. As a matter of fact, the main reason he was acquitted was because of the racial issues going on with the cops who actually were leading the case. The fact that they were racist and other things came to light about that. So it is absolutely, from the beginning to the end, all about race relations in America. But particularly if you watch episode number 5, which is called The Race Card. Now, each episode in it is character-centric. They show the perspectives of different characters, and this one shows the perspective of Johnny Cochran. His relationship to law and order and race. It is riveting. Can't stress enough to check it out. Next, moving into a few more laughs, I'm going to hit you up with A Different World. Now, A Different World, this is a lesser-known comedy, but still an amazing one, and possibly one of the most intelligently woke shows you can possibly have. A Different World is a spin-off of one of the greatest comedies that ever existed, The Cosby Show. Now, where The Cosby Show lived in some sort of strange, bizarro world where race was constantly talked about, but racism was almost never talked about, almost as if it wasn't a thing. In this, it takes place in an all-black college, and in a world of wokeness and racial consciousness, you're constantly reminded about struggles, about slavery. These kids are learning and educating themselves. It's a wonderful, from start to finish series, and great comedy. I will also say that the episode I'm going to have to recommend to you is episode 511. So season 5, episode 11, Mammy Dearest. Now they go into a very particular debate, and it has to do, it's very now, because it has to do with Aunt Jemima and the mammy image of black women back in the day, and whether it is something that is completely all right or something that is not all right. And it has everything to do with our current Aunt Jemima dilemma going on right now. I would really recommend this episode, absolutely. The next one I'm going to have to do is, of course, to educate you on Juneteenth in general, is the episode called Juneteenth from the show Blackish. That is season 4, episode 1. That's right, it was the season 4 premiere. And it isn't just about Juneteenth. It actually touches all sorts of issues. They hit Columbus Day and all sorts of things and holidays and the politically correctness of certain things and other things, as the show often does. But this one is remarkable, and it actually has a crazy musical number in it. You've got to check this out. Absolutely got to check this out. Next one, Black as Fuck. That's right, a show that, as you all know, I'm notorious for my review on that one. And I'm going to have to say, episode 3, it's called Still Because of Slavery. It has to do about them having a Juneteenth party. Now, whereas in Blackish, it's about a family that never has ever celebrated Juneteenth, and they're trying to discover their roots on how they should celebrate it. This is Black as Fuck takes it in a different direction, about a family that has always celebrated, and they go ham. It's really good. It's excellent. You can find that on Netflix. And I'm gonna have to say, the final thing, if you want to be educated on Juneteenth, but also understand about current awareness, I'm gonna have to say, season 1, episode 9 of the hit show Atlanta, also called Juneteenth. This one is remarkable. If there's one thing that I've recommended to you today that you actually go and watch, this has to be the one. This is absolutely amazing. Now, for all you who know the episode, you probably know this dude right here. You know this dude right here. Unfortunately, I've just been complaining recently about how there are people who are virtue signaling online about this. They're basically like him, and what it is my warning to people out there is, please don't be like him. What it is his character has like a fetish or whatever, but what I'm saying is, if you are a white person who posts like 20 memes a day about Black Lives Matter and about how much you hate racists and how racists are bad, and Juneteenth comes around and you're like, yay, Juneteenth, when you have never celebrated it in the past, then you should take a step back, look at your life, and understand what's wrong with you. Right? Because you're fetishizing and you're virtue signaling and you're not actually helping anybody right now. Now, don't get me wrong. Recognizing Juneteenth, everyone should do it. It's an awesome holiday. Do it. Send 1 or 2 out. 1 or 2 stories in your Instagram, totally fine. A post maybe, that's awesome. Thank you for being supportive. If you're a YouTuber, you do a YouTube in honor of it. Go for it, man. We love it. But if you're going hard and you're constantly just flipping it out, reminding everybody about what a virtuous person you are, you need to get off the set, man, because you're only hurting things. But anyway, I'm going to stop my preaching. I'm going to go back to it because I need to get ready for this barbecue. I hope you guys have an amazing Juneteenth. I hope it is filled with consciousness, wokeness, and brotherhood. And I'm not just talking about brotherhood amongst blacks. I'm talking about everybody. We need to love everybody. Now I'm going to stop being a hippie for a moment so you guys can go and enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Live the dream. And until next time, ciao for now.